Here we go. We're going to talk a little bit more further about month supply of inventory. The thing that's neat about this right here, it covers by price range. So comparing August of last year to August of this year, we can see here that this category right here, the darker graph is this year, is significantly lower as far as the amount of inventory on the market this year than it was last year. So the higher price points over $500,000 is last year it was more of a balanced to a buyer's market, and this year is leaned more towards the seller's market, catching up with the rest of the market there. This right here is just another way of looking at supply trends. And so the easiest way to look at this, and I'll explain it, is this is September 2020. This would be September 2019. So if we look here, September 2019, it was 3.5 months supply of inventory. And you can see how that number just kind of went down as we got to August of 2020. And then continuing to go down through about May of this year. And another thing that's neat to note here is that the last 3 months we can see that the month supply of inventory is starting to stabilize or even work its way back up. So maybe a possible shift in the market coming. Definitely still very much a seller's market though. This is for those of you like graphs and your visual. This tracks things back from 2007 till now as far as month supply of inventory. You can see from 2008 through 2013, even 14, it was more of a buyer's market or balanced market, and things have come down, more towards the seller's market since 2014. But this little right here, this spot here on the end shows that again, there could be a trend towards things shifting as well, and you're going forward. This graph here shows the average sales price, and you can see how September of 2019 it was $251,000, and slowly increased up to $290,000, and then the price continued increasing, and right here we can see that the last few months things have started to stabilize as far as the house prices. This is kind of what we thought was going to happen eventually. We don't see a bubble, things aren't going to crash, but it's just that we can't sustain the levels that we've had this year, so it's going to more or less just kind of level out and be sustainable growth going forward. This is just a graph showing average sales price from 2007 till now. And you can see things were fairly stable, did not increase much at all for several years, about 7 years. And then we've had this run of growth. And if you would take this graph and just kind of plot it out, we're really on track with where we should be as far as the average sales price. This is the median sales price. Just looking at things, it's just showing the same general trends as you can see. The median sales price going up, and then the last few months here, things stabilizing and leveling out a little bit. Here's just a graph for the median sales price, pretty much tracking the same thing as what you see with the average sales price. This shows the number of closed sales, okay, by price range. I thought this is something neat to show. The lighter graph is last year, and the darker graph is what's happening this year. The biggest thing to make note of here is that the majority of the sales are, right here under 350,000 in this market. However, you can also see that there is a big shift this year as well with the higher price points. So this year there's definitely more sales in the higher price points this year, again showing the trend towards price points going up. This shows the days on market by price range, and you can see, comparing last year to this year, how just about every price point, the days on market is down, meaning that just about every price point is selling quicker this time this year than it was last year. Number of homes for sale. This is current active inventory as of the time that I put this graph together, and it just reiterates again that the majority of the homes for sale are in this price point right here. Okay. Now, the darker graph shows that there's less sales this year of the lower price point than there was last year. More sales this year of the higher price point than there was last year. Again, just reiterating the trend in home prices going up. It's also an indicator that, that if you're looking for a home under $250,000, there's less available. This is the Affordability Index. This shows the graph and the trend from 2007 till now, and you can see from what this 100 mark right here. If we look at that line and just kind of graph that out, 100 means that you have enough income to afford the average house. There's a lot of things that goes into this. You've got interest rates, you got home prices, and you got what is the average or the median income for this area. So if affordability index of 100 means that you have just enough income to cover for the average house. If you're over 100, that means you've got more than enough income to afford the average house. Under 100 means you don't have enough income to afford the average house. Between last year and this year, the affordability index has dipped below the 100 mark. So I just thought that would be interesting and neat to share with you. All right. So I hope you found some value in this, what I shared with you today. If you did, tell your friends and family, that it's important to work with a professional that knows what they're doing, that knows the numbers, that knows the market, and is an experienced realtor. Okay. Hope you have a great day, and like this page, share it, subscribe, and we'll see you next month.